It is 7:11 a.m. Boo is outside sleeping in his apartment. Can you see him? He's that little black blob right there. Everything outside is still a wet mess, but at least it's not raining. Simba's hanging out in the cat tower because the neighbors were walking their dog, and he likes to watch the dog. He's purring now. Simba will let you pet him pretty much anywhere. It is 9:06 a.m. Here's Hydrox hanging out by the house, and I don't know where Boo went. So I am going to give Hydrox his food. There's his food under the stool, and there's Boo's food under the table, and it looks like one or both of them have been eating the dry food this morning. And this plate of food was completely licked clean. Wow, there's even more flowers on the Rose of Sharon today than there was yesterday. Hey, Boo, are you here? Boo, where are you, Boo? I was just about to walk away, and here he comes. He knows his name. He knows the sound of my voice. Hello, Boo. Hello, Boo. Hello. Good morning. He's looking at Hydrox. You're the ambassador, remember? You're saying good morning to Hydrox. You're saying, how are you, Hydrox? Did you sleep well? Okay, I just got the toy, and that works. That works. The rug is all wet, so. They're eating the Sheba chicken pate, along with some dry food. But I do put the dry food on top so it retains its crunchiness. Hydrox is still just relaxing by the house. The other thing I wanted to point out, but he moved, was that Boo was eating his food with his back turned to Hydrox. Even now, he's not facing Hydrox. He's facing the same direction Hydrox is facing. There's Hydrox way at the other end of the yard. I don't know what he's eating. He's eating something. It is 9:56 a.m. I was downstairs playing with the cats, getting some stuff done around the house. And this is Boo, hanging out on the watermelon mat. What are you doing, Boo? Who are you looking at? Remember, you have a job. You are the ambassador. Ambassador of goodwill to all animals who come into the yard. That's right, remember? Remember? Hydrox is eating his food. Let him eat. Boo, let Hydrox eat his food. You are the ambassador. You have to be nice to people. You're supposed to be welcoming him here. He's your friend. Got it? Boo, he's your friend, and you are supposed to be welcoming to him. He is welcome here. He is welcome here, and you are welcome here. You got it? Do I have to keep reminding you? If I have to keep reminding you, it means you're not doing your job. You know that. You know you're not doing your job if I have to keep reminding you. Right? This is what happens. See? That's what happens if you try to give a feral cat your hand in a fist. And that was a deep scratch. So just another illustration, when you want to try to pet a feral cat, never go from the front. Never give them your hand. You will get scratched, and you will get scratched bad. Always try to approach from the back of the head or the top of the back. Right? Right, Boo? Because when you give them their hand, they think you're attacking them. So here's Boo. He's hanging out on the steps with me. I'm not going to sit down on the steps because the steps are wet. How you doing, Boo? Show me your face. Show me your face. Boo, let me see your fur. Let me see your eyes. So his fur is growing in nicely. And his eyes all healed up. So right now, with Boo in this position, it would be tempting to pet him right here, but petting him right here makes it very easy for him to bite you. Not that he would necessarily want to bite you, but you have to be very careful when you're first trying to pet a cat that is feral. They just don't understand a lot of things yet. So if I was going to pet him at all, I would try to pet him back here. Because back here, he can't scratch me and he can't bite me. Right, Boo? See? He just tried to paw me. So there's Hydrox sitting on the patio. And here's Boo also sitting on the patio. They might be having a stare down, but they're both kind of sitting in cat loafs right now, so it doesn't look like too much of an aggressive posture. They're just in observation mode. It's 10:20 a.m. Boo is eating his food, but he keeps looking over toward the walkway, and Hydrox is on the driveway. It looks like he's sitting there grooming himself. You can see his white paw here. Look at this. Boo is on a chair for the first time. There we go. That's progress. And I knew it would be that chair because I sat on that chair the other day specifically for that purpose. So last summer I noticed that whenever I sat on one of these outside chairs, the next day one of the cats would sit on it. So the other day when I was outside, I specifically sat on that chair thinking Boo would then go onto the chair and sit on there himself. And here we go. I mean, it rained all day yesterday, so he didn't do it yesterday. But here it is. Hopefully those cushions are drying out. And hopefully he will spend more time lounging on the chairs, just because I think it's better for him to be off the ground, especially at night if like raccoons, skunks, and possums are walking around. I remember last summer that like Splash and Simba, even Stella, but a lot of times the kittens, they would hang out on these chairs, and they'd be hanging out on these chairs at night, and there'd be like raccoons in the feeder, and they would all get along together, no problem. 10:39 a.m. Hydrox is on the patio. Boo is grooming himself on a chair, but he's looking at Hydrox. Hydrox, you want me to move your food over? There's a whole bunch of ants around the food bowl. Okay, Hydrox, I'll move your food over, okay? You leave him alone. You leave him alone. Come on. Come on. Come on, you gonna play? You wanna play? Here, right here. So that toy distraction technique worked okay right now. Okay, so what I really want to do right now is replace these ant bait stakes. This is what I had last year. I could not find these in stores this year. This is the closest thing I could find. These are the Spectricide Ant Shield Outdoor Killing Stakes. So what I did was I put a bunch of these scattered around the backyard, and they really cut down on the amount of ants that are crawling in and around the food bowls. So this year I'm going to take these out and put these in. So these are the ant baits that I could find from backyard here. So I just collected these and I'm going to put the new ones down. So I put one. I put one down in this corner. I'm putting one down in this corner. That's where the other ant bait was. Hello, Boo. You watching me put the ant baits down? I put one down in this corner, and then this year I am putting one in this corner. Boo. 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 So I'm here on the table with all this ant stuff. And do you see Boo? He's dying to jump on this chair right now. Boo, you gonna jump? Up. 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 Can he be trained? Up. Come on. Up. Up here. Boo's working really hard to try to figure things out. It's like you could totally see it. He's learning about patio furniture. He jumped on the table for the first time. I'm gonna put another ant bait thing here near the garbage because look, there's a whole bunch of ants walking around. So, hey, Booberry. He wants to play, but this rug is soaked. So I just have that stick kind of propped behind the pillow on the chair, and it's doing a surprisingly good job of holding it. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's gonna jump on the table. I don't let any of the inside cats jump on tables, but I don't mind these outside cats jumping on the chair and table as much, just because it's kind of safer for them to be up higher. And every time I use this table, I wash it off anyway. So, and I also really don't eat out here very often. I just put his carrier back out. It was in the garage because it was raining. This is something that I also put inside when it rains. Look at this, I just put it back out. It still has a catnip toy in it, which he's already playing with. But this is really good carrier training. And again, if I needed to, right now, if I moved really fast, I could get that door shut. And once the door's shut, then I can latch it. But he still needs to make a lot of progress. He loves that toy. He just went back in the carrier, but there's no toy in the carrier. I think he just likes playing in it. This cat is very, very far from being ready to come into a house. A, because really you can't pet him yet, and B, you can't pick him up yet. Usually I wait until the cat can be petted without any problems, and also until the cat can be picked up okay without any problems. Both Simba and Stella like to be petted and also let me pick them up before they came inside. And Splash liked to be petted. He was okay with it. I never had a chance to pick Splash up, but that was a different circumstance. It was like the middle of winter. The other two were already inside, and I wanted to get him inside to join them like ASAP. So with Boo here, he still has a lot of work to do. He's making good progress, but there's still a lot of work to do. But like right now, I could shut this door, then I could get it latched, and if I needed to, I could carry him to a vet or anything. So one of the first things you want to do before even worrying about petting him or picking him up or any of that stuff is obviously have concern for the cat's safety and get it carrier trained. Simba likes to take up the whole couch when he sleeps. It is 8:05 p.m. I'm just getting home. Here's Hydrox. He just walked here from the patio. Hey, Hydrox. Hello, Hydrox. How are you, Hydrox? He doesn't like it if I walk too close to him. See? He gets nervous. Hey, Hydrox. He'll go retreat in the corner. He likes that corner. And here's Boo. He was sleeping in his apartment under the house. I checked on the security camera about 10 minutes ago when I was on my way home. And hopefully they've been getting along. They were both out here on the patio. So they're still relatively close together. Okay, Boo, you gonna eat? You being a good boy? Boo, are you being a good boy? You behaving? Right? You're getting along with Hydrox, right? Because you have a job to do. You're the ambassador. Ambassadors have to welcome everybody, right? Right? So it looks like someone's been playing with these water toys because one's over here and one's over there. And here's Boo. Hello, Boo. You hungry? You want to eat some food? He just rubbed against the bag. Okay, I'll come out. I'm trying to go in the house, and this is what I see. So since I'm almost out of all of the paper platters that I feed the cats on, and the Dollar Tree doesn't carry them anymore, I stopped in Amazing Savings and I found these elegant platters. These are 24 platters for $2.99. So it ended up being like 13 cents a platter, and the ones that I bought at the Dollar Tree were like 10 cents a platter. So it's a little bit more, but it's not too bad. Now that I look at these, that is a Stop and Shop logo. So Amazing Savings must have picked up either like overstock or retired inventory from Stop and Shop. Okay, right now it is 8:14 p.m. and I'm getting ready to feed the cats. They're getting Sheba turkey pate, perfect portions with some dry food on top. Here's Boo, right by the door. And there's Hydrox, waiting by his food station. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, but they've really been getting along a lot better since I made Boo the ambassador. I need to come up with a job for Hydrox, though, because cats really like having jobs. Move over. Move over. Over, move over, move over. We're all gonna eat. Okay, he just hissed at Hydrox. Looking at Hydrox and hissed. Be good, Boo. Boo, you have food here. I just gave Boo his food. I'm gonna go give Hydrox his food. So what I do is I always hold it by the water side of these bowls, just because I don't trust Boo from like hitting my hand. Boo, you concentrate on your own food. Concentrate on your own food, okay? When I try to put the food down, he like makes it like he's gonna run for the food. Boo, eat your food. Leave Hydrox alone. Eat your own food. I just gave Hydrox his food. He's eating it. If you hear yelling in the background, it's my neighbor. I think he's inside the house cursing someone out on the phone. There are a whole bunch of ants on this bowl. It's really bad. I'm really happy that I put those ant traps up. But now it's like I don't want to pick this up because I don't want to get these ants all over me. I can't believe how many ants are on this bowl right now. I'm gonna squash them as they run off. So Hydrox's bowl is also crawling with ants. The best thing to do is like move the bowl, let the ants run off, tap it again, just keep moving the bowl until all the ants leave. And I like to step on them as they leave. Okay, I just rinsed off all of these bowls. I am now going to take these inside and put them in the utility tub, and I'll wash them later. Since it is getting late, I'm gonna just come right back outside and spend some time with Boo. He's eating his food right now. So here's Boo, and I'm probably sitting about 3 feet away from him on that little tiny stool. Just gonna hang out with him for a while. I am so hungry though. I have not had dinner yet. And there's Hydrox. He's hanging out by the gate. I wish he wasn't so easily spooked by everything. He's a very fearful cat. So Boo has been eating all of his food. He's almost done with everything in the bowl. And I've just been sitting here, keeping him company. Keeping the raccoons and skunks and possums and all the other creatures away. I like to make sure that the cats eat their last meal before it gets dark, but now that the days are getting shorter again, it's getting more difficult. I have to adjust my schedule accordingly. Look at this. Boo has climbed onto the chair. He's going to make himself comfortable while he grooms himself. So this is a new thing for Boo. It's really just started today, where he's learning to climb on the furniture. Now, one thing that I want to say about the feral cats is that Stella, Simba, and Splash, like when they were out here, they would sleep on these chairs a lot, and they would even sometimes sleep on the table. So they had no problem using this furniture. However, when they came inside, they had such incredible manners, and they still do in many respects, in that they really don't jump on any furniture unless they've gotten the okay to do so. Okay, it's 8:45. Boo is still grooming himself. He's made himself very comfortable on this chair. I'm happy that he's up off the ground, and he has good vantage points from here. It's really nice to live near the woods, but it really sucks having all of these animal visitors all the time. Okay, Boo, I'm going inside. You have a good night, okay? Hello, Stella. How are you? Alright, so it's about 9 o'clock right now, and I want to run out and get dinner. And there's a skunk. There's a skunk, like, right there on the other side of that gate. See it? Man, I do not need to get sprayed by a skunk right now.